was a 4-horse race has suddenly become, albeit only just, a 3-horse race over in Ligue. Who's in, who's out, we'll tell you next. That's right, folks. Back once again with the prediction show today. We take a look at a match day number, whatever is it? Where it is match day number 37 over in Ligue. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, where have you been all season, boys? We've been covering the French football since day one, match one, and we're going to see it right to the bitter end. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe, hit your back to all things Blackburn related, Ligue related, well, football related. We're going to all here under one roof. That's right, of course. Pre-match day, Lyon was still in the mix, but of course, right here, right now, mathematically, they could still just about do it. But I think it's going to be too little too late for, of course, Lyon to become El Champions. But we'll take a look at that in a minute. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs. Who are they? Of course, they are Patreons. That's right. Of course, big shout out to my patrons supporting the channel behind the scenes. I do appreciate it, guys. Thank you for your continued support. If anyone else is out there that wants to join the band of men and women, check out that link down below. And while I have you, check out that link around here as well. There's another link up here, I believe. It's for the Discord. Make sure you check that bad boy out. It's free to everybody. It was only patrons at one stage. What I'm now going to do is now open up the floodgates for the Discord. Let anyone in who wants to join. Of course, there will be a separate room though for patrons where we can talk about the size of my feet and all that kind of good stuff, all the intimate details, because they will get a passport to my private inner workings. But anyway, the Discord should be on the screen as well as a link to the Patreon. So anyway, let's get cracking then. Shall we dig deep and of course have a look at the last round of matches which did take place this past weekend. Of course, only 2 weekends remain. Let's kick it all off with, of course, Lens up against Lille, which ended up as a 3-0 win for Lille. That's right. Burak Yilmaz with a couple of goals there, and Jonathan David as well. Clement Michelin, of course, from the restaurant grading system, got himself sent off for Lens, but unfortunately not good enough for them. 3-0 win for Lille. They, of course, are top of the pops. Nantes, of course, bit of a response for them quite recently. 3-0 win over Bordeaux. Kafia Koulibaly on the score sheet with Imran Uluza and Randall Colomouani on the score sheet. Of course, Nantes giving them the 3-0 win. And of course, I believe that moves them a little bit closer to safety. Not out of it just yet. Meanwhile, Lyon, of course, they did win, but I think it's too little too late for them. I think they're just running out of games. Hassam Ouar, who I believe is on the verge. Is he on the verge of joining? Somebody's on the verge of joining Leicester. I don't know if it's him. Maybe it's not him. I think it's somebody else. Somebody that Man United was sniffing around with. I think Arsenal was sniffing around. I don't think it is Ouar. It's somebody else. Lucas Paqueta on the score sheet. Of course, Bruno Guimaraes with a brace as well. Thomas Mukundit getting a goal for Lorient in a 4-1 win for Lyon. But again, we're running out of games. They are what? They've ran out of games. They have ran out. They just have got no. They've technically got enough points. But if they fart the wrong way, they're out. Saint-Étienne, of course, against Lyon. Marseille. It was a 2-1 win in my eyes. It was a 1-0 win going in favour of Saint-Étienne, so actually went the other way. Aran Nourdin on the score sheet, giving Saint-Étienne the 3 points as well. Angers did beat Dijon Mustard, of course, with a 3-0 win, brother. That's right. I'm just trying to look for the goal scorers. There they are, down there, buried. Angel Fulguni, Fariad El Malani, and of course, Loris Dioni on the score sheet. Of course, Angers giving them the 3-0 win. Metz against Nîmes was a 3-0 win for Nîmes. That's right, trying to fight for their lives as well. Let me have Fumble on the score sheet. Runner Rapar with the coolest name in town. Zinedine Ferhat as well, giving Nîmes a bit of a hope, of course. Law is still tight. We'll have a look at the table shortly. Nice against Brest. Cheeky was a bit of a nice win for Nice. That's right, 3-2 in the end. Goals galore. Steve Mooney with a brace for Brest. Ronnie Lopez, Hitchin Buondi, and Hassan Kamara on the score sheet for Nice, which was very, very nice. But Piers Lielus Malou got sent off, which wasn't very, very nice. Strasbourg against Montpellier was a 3-2 win as well, going in favour of Montpellier. That's right, 3 goals coming from Gaetan Laporte. He got a brace. Andy Delo as well. Luke Dovic, Jordan with Kevin Zahui on the goal score sheet for Strasbourg. 1-0 win for me, so it went the right way, but unfortunately not good enough. Reims against Monaco was a 1-0 win for Monaco as well. Ulrich Matsozo giving them the hope for a late title push, and I went with the same sort of scoreline with a 2-1 win anyway. And of course, the shocker, PSG did fumble their lines against Rennes. Neymar with a penalty, of course. Susuyo Garasi with a late equaliser, 70th minute before Kempembe got himself sent off, which has put a rat's nest in PSG's title push. We'll take a look at the the table in a minute. So let's take a look at your picks then, shall we? See how you all got on. I think everyone got on okay. Russell Frost did very, very well. Well done to you. Of course, Yannick Zeifried also did pretty good. Hans Wurst also did okay. Did okay. Omar Skibber was bad. Well done to you, of course. Armstrong also did good. HH24 also did bits. Vincent not too shabby. Of course, Shane O'Donnell, well done to you, of course. And the D-Men also did very, very well. I did okay. And of course, the Ultra Ultimate Mirror did kick ass and take some names. Kicking off with Yannick also did bits. Game Charlie also did good. Thompson not too shabby. Of course, Magic Monday also did very, very well. Ilman Chadonis also did great. Chase BCFC, great. He did great. And Costas K. There's a free one for you right there, of course. Did okay. Everyone, look, the most of you guys got 4 at the bottom there, of course. Quite a lot of you guys got 5. But your Kingpin this week is a Magic Monday. It's kind of put a bit of a spanner in the old overall leaderboard. Have a little look at it as it stands. Of course, it is tight. We do have a competition on our hands, which will probably go down to the last day. Realistically, you're saying it's a 3-horse race. Game Charlie, Magic Monday, and Hans Wurst, who leads he's wearing the crown right here, and at 1 point more than a Magic Monday. Then, of course, we're Costas K. We've got 20 points on the offering, so really Costas K and up are in it. You could stretch it to Vincent Hong and Omar Esquivel, perhaps. But after that, no way, no bueno. So it is realistically top 3. But if they have a good week, Costas K and the D-Man, if they upset the apple cart and Hans Wurst and the gang take the day off, then guess what? We got a game on our hands. Let's take a look at the table. Of course, this is the situation. Lille are top of the pops by 3 points. Of course, PSG are 3 points adrift, but they have that superior goal difference. One flip up or slip up by Lille in the final 2 games, and it opens up the floodgates for PSG. Monaco, of course, come into this as well. They've still got 5 points adrift. Big ask for them to do just that, though. But of course, we'll see who they take on in the next round of matches. Of course, Lyon mathematically can do it, but they'll have to overturn a massive goal swing. Down the foot of the table, Dijon down, I believe. Nîmes in the relegation spot at the moment, Nantes 2 points clear adrift as well. Lorient also 3 points adrift, as are Strasbourg, and Bordeaux are probably 4 points away. And I think you could even consider Brest in it, but realistically, I think they're safe. So I would say it's between Strasbourg and Nîmes for that last spot. And of course, we've got that playoff spot as well to talk about as well. So let's get into the next round of matches. Kick it off with Bordeaux up against Lens. Now, these matches will take place this weekend, and I think we're all on Sunday. So here we go. Of course, played the last 6, 3 wins for Bordeaux, 2 wins for Lens, and 1 draw last round. In Bordeaux was a 2-1 win for Bordeaux. Back in April 2015, it was a 2-1 win. Mariano on the score for Bordeaux, Nicolas Maurice Belay as well. Pablo Chedieva on the score for Lens as they tried to give themselves a bit of hope, but unfortunately they lost on them. Meanwhile, they also pitched each other this season. It was in Lens. It was a 2-1 win for Lens back in, of course, September. Heading into this, of course, Bordeaux have actually lost 6 of their 7 matches in Ligue 1, losing at the wrong time, of course. Coming to just 1 win in the past 6 games, the 1 win was against Rennes. As for Lens, it's been back-to-back defeats, losing to PSG and, of course, losing to Lille, of course, the big boys getting 1 over of them. Of course, the bookies odds 13-5 is your Bordeaux, 23-10 is your draw. Of course, 23-20 is in favour of Lens on this one. Of course, Lens sitting pretty in 6th right now. Win for them, they can move into 5th. Of course, Bordeaux on the relegation spots-ish. They're in that conversation. Win for them, though, they can move up and out them. And, of course, go up as high as probably maybe 13th, and we safe as houses. I've gone with a 2-1 for Lens to make it a little bit hairy for Bordeaux into the final match day. Dijon up against Nantes. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Of course, played to the last 6, 1 for Dijon, 2 for Nantes, 3 draws. Last round in Dijon was a 3-3 draw back in February 2020. Goals coming from Moses Simon, Andre Greto, and Mika Afonso. With a big fat OG for giving Nantes an extra goal there. Dijon got goals from Stephen Mavidi with a brace, Julio Tavares as well in a 3-3 draw. They also played this season in Nantes. It was a 1-1 draw back in December. Dijon, though, losing 15 out of 16 matches heading into this, conceding at least 2 goals in 11 out of 13 matches as well. Not so actually won the last 3 matches heading into this, and they've got the form book right in the right way. Of course, yes, those 3 wins out of 3. Of course, just 1 win, 6 for Dijon. That was against Nice, which was very, very nice for them. Of course, Dijon coming into this 30-2 for the victory, 7-2 is your draw, 5-2 on is your Nantes. They are red hot favourites. They're coming to this in 18th win for them. They can move up to 14th. As for Dijon, they are toast. They're out for the count. They'll get out for the count as well with the 2-1, which will give a big old boost for Nantes. Of course, depending on what goes on elsewhere, they could climb out of the bottom 2. Next, of course, Lille up against Saint-Étienne. Must win Lille. Of course, taking on Saint-Étienne. Played each other last 6. Been 4 wins for Lille, 1 for Saint-Étienne, and 1 draw last round. In Lille was a 3-0 win for Lille back in August 2019. Victor Osterman with the brace, Jonathan Bamba as well on the score. So they also played each other this season in Saint-Étienne. Was a 1-1 draw back in November. Lille undefeated in 18 last 20 matches at home. They also scored at least 2 goals in the last 3 matches as well. Saint-Étienne, though, have actually scored at least 2 goals in the last 3 on the road. Saint-Étienne coming to back-to-back wins for them. Meanwhile, 3 wins on the spin for Lille. So who's going to come come out on top on this one. Sticking to good bookies odds, they are going to give it red hot favourites. That is Lille 3-1 on for the victory at 72. AS Saint-Étienne 4-1 is your draw. Of course, Saint-Étienne all the way down in 11th right now. Of course, a bit of a resurgence at the moment, but of course, a win for them. They can move up to 10th. Lille are top, and they'll be top if they get a draw or more. I've gone with the 2-1 for Lille, which could put them on the cusps of a title. Next, of course, we have Lorient up against Metz. Let's get into this one now. Shall we play to the last 6 with 2 wins apiece and 2 draws last round. In Lorient, it was in fact a draw, 0-0 draw back in October 2018. Jonathan Rivinez got himself sent off. That was the only highlight or talking point of that game. However, they also mentioned that this season in Metz was back in October as a 3-1 win for Metz. Lorient, though, winning their last 3 home matches heading into this. However, it's just 2 wins in the past 5 games for Lorient. For Lorient. However, on the flip side, just 1 win in 6 for Metz. Of course, had a good old season for them at the first back. 7-4 on is your Lorient. The eye favourites now too is your Metz. Of course, 3-1 is your draw. Metz all the way down at 10th right now, but a win for them, they can move up to 9th. Lorient are in 17th, just above the drop zone. Win for them, they can move up as high as 14th in the end. I've gone with the 1-0 for Metz on this one to put a bit of pressure on Lorient. Next up, we have Marseille, who are sitting in 5th right now, taking on Angers. Bit of a big one, this one. Plays to the last 6, 1 win apiece and 4 draws last round. In Marseille, it was a 0-0 draw back in January 2020. Nothing to report there. However, they did play each other this season in Angers. It was a 2-1 win for Angers back in December. Angers are failing to score in 6 of their 7 away matches. Marseille undefeated in the last 7 at home. Coming into this, they have got 1 defeat though. The past 6 games, that was Marseille. They lost to Saint-Étienne. Meanwhile, just 1 win in 6 for Angers. That was against Dijon FCO just the other day. Look at the bookies odds on this one. Marseille 2-1 on for the victory. 6-1 is your Angers. 3-1 is your draw. Of course, Angers sitting in 12th right now. Win for them, they can move up to into 10th. Marseille are 5th right now, and of course, win for them, they can close in on 4th. But again, too little, too late for that. They could go into the Europa League though. 2-1 win for Marseille on this one. Angers take a bit of a beating. Next, of course, Monaco up against Rennes. Must win for Monaco if they're going to have any hope of snookers to win the title here. Of course, played Rennes a couple of times in recent times. In the last 6 has been 2 wins apiece and 2 draws last round. In Monaco back in October was a 3-2 win for Monaco. Wasn't Ben Yedder with the race. Islam Shamini as well. Fadout Mouassa and Adrien Hanounou on the score sheet for, of course, Rennes, but of course they lost. However, they got the revenge this season. 2-1 win in Rennes back in September. And Zonzi next over on the score sheet. Monaco keeping a clean sheet in 7 last 8 matches. Monaco was also undefeated in 19 last 21 matches as well heading into this. Of course, Monaco just 1 defeat the past 5. 1 defeat was against Lyon, a couple of games back. Meanwhile, back-to-back games without a win for Rennes, drawing with Bordeaux, losing to Bordeaux and drawing with PSG. Big point that, a decisive point in the grand scheme of things for the title. 23-13 on is your Monaco. 40-5 is your draw. 9-2 is your Rennes. Rennes are actually in 7th right now. Win for them, they could go 5th depending on what goes on. That is Europa League spots, I believe. Of course, Monaco are in 3rd. In fact, I think 5th is that Europa League Conference edition or whatever it is. Of course, 4th is Europa League, I believe, depending on what goes on. And of course, 3rd, well, I have no idea. I think the top 2 definitely Champions League. Any Scooby-Doo, of course. A win for Monaco. In 3rd, though, they could go 2nd in the table, which would be a bit of a dramatic turn of events. I've gone with Monaco on this one 2-1. They've just got to hope for everything else to go their way. Montpellier, though, up against Brest, played to the last 6. 4 wins for Montpellier, nothing but Brest and 2 draws. Last round, of course, in Monaco, in Montpellier, was a 4-0 win for Montpellier back in December 2019. Get that board there with a brace, a touch Saviano as well. Florent Millet on the score sheet, giving Montpellier the 4-0 win. They also played this season in Brest. It was in December. It was also a 4-goal thriller, but however, it was a 2-2 in the end. Brest, though, failed to win 11 last 12 matches on the road. Montpellier also conceded 2 goals in the last 3 matches heading into this. Back-to-back defeats for Brest, which is not very, very nice. 2 wins in the past 4 games for Montpellier. A bit hot, cold form right now, so don't know which one will turn up. Montpellier come into the 65 for the victory. 13-5 is draw. 2-1 is your Brest. Brest are actually in 14th right now. Win for them, they can move up to 13th. As for Montpellier, they're 8th. A bit of a resurgence to them. Of course, win for them, they can close in on 7th. I've gone with a 1-0 win for Montpellier on this to continue moving the chains. Nice up against Strasbourg. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Play to the last 6. 2 wins for Nice, 3 for Strasbourg, and 1 win. Well, and 1 draw, of course, last round in Nice, which was a 1-0 win for Nice, which was, of course, Nice. That was back in March 2019. Yusuf Attal on the score sheet for Nice, giving them the win. However, Daniel Barbosa and Samuel Grandassar got themselves sent off for their respective clubs. They also played each other this season in Strasbourg as a 2-0 win for Nice as well. Dolberg with the brace. Nice, though, defeated in the last 5 home matches. Of course, Strasbourg fell to win the last 5 as well. Of course, heading into this, though, Nice winning 2 times in the past 5 games. Of course, without a win in 5, that is Strasbourg. A couple of draws knocking about. Meanwhile, the bookies odds on this one, Nice actually 30-5 for the victory. 23-10 is your draw. 11-10 is your Strasbourg. Bit of form for them, of course. I don't know why they're favourites. Of course, Nice are actually in. They're all the way up to 9th right now. Win for them, they can move up to 8th. Strasbourg in 16th. They're in a relegation sort of situation. If they lose, they could end up in that playoff spot or worse, depending on what goes on elsewhere. So they need the result. They're not going to get it in my eyes, though. Nice will get the 2-0 win, of course, put Strasbourg into trouble on the final day. Nîmes up against, of course, Lyon. Must-win territory for Nîmes right now. Played to the last 5. 5. It's with 4 wins out of 5 for Lyon. Nothing for Nîmes, 1 draw. Last round, of course, in Nîmes was the 4-0 win for Lyon back in December 2019. Goals coming from Memphis Depay with a brace, Hassam Aouya and Joachim Janssen on score sheet, giving Lyon the win. Theoth Fallis and Gaetan Paquez got himself sent off for Nîmes as they ended up with 9 men. They also measured this season in Lyon. It was a 0-0 draw back in September. Lyon, though, undefeated in the last 16 matches on the road. Lyon also scored at least 2 goals in the last 5 matches as well, heading into this. Back-to-back wins for Lyon, of course, just 1 defeat the past 5, though, for Nîmes, as they are fighting for their lives. Of course, look at the bookies' odds. Lyon coming into this 3-1 on for the victory. 32 is your favourite, your underdogs. They are your hosts. That is Nîmes. 92 is your draw. Of course, Nîmes are in 19th. If they make a move up to bloody 16th, a draw. Well, I don't know. A draw would be massive for them, and it would also be massive for PSG, of course. A win for Lille, or Lyon, sorry, in 4th right now. They could go as high as 2nd. Lyon will get it, but again, they need snookers for the title. Next, of course, are PSG up against Reims, of course, the final game of this match day on 16th of May. Played to the last 6 forms of PSG, 2 for Reims. No draws. That's the round in Paris. Was a 2-0 for Reims back in September 2019. Hassan Kaimara and Boulaye Dier on the score sheet, giving Reims a surprising win. Reims, though, failing to win the last 6 matches heading into this. PSG undefeated in the last 5 as well, heading into this. PSG just 1 win of 4, though, in all competitions, including 2 defeats to Man City and, of course, the draw against Rennes. However, on the flip side, Reims without a win in 6. However, they have drawn 4 of the past 6 as well, heading into this. PSG 10-1 on for the victory, 22-1 is your Reims, 8-1 is your long shot, is your draw on this. Reims are down in 13th right now. Win for them, they can move up to 11th. As for PSG, our second win for them, they will go top if Lille lose as well. So PSG will win this one, put the pressure on. The top spot, will they get there? We'll have to wait and see, of course. That's it, my friends. Be sure to give the video some smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe. Check out the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, of course, Patreon as well. Make sure you get picks in the old comics section to continue the Prediction League. Also, check out the links to the Discord. It's up there, free to enter. And also, if you want to support the channel in another way, check out the link down below. That is, of course, patreon.com/Roverseas. We'll do it all again for final match day next weekend. Of course, until then, though, I'll see you soon for the final one. I am out.